In a dark time for Judah, truth was dangerous. Prophets were imprisoned, kings silenced voices they didn't like, and judgment was coming. But God had something to say, and he chose Jeremiah to speak it. Then he chose a man to write it down. His name was Baruch. Baruch wasn't a prophet. He wasn't a warrior. He was a scribe, a man with ink-stained hands and a quiet soul. But he said yes to a dangerous calling. God's word came to Jeremiah, and Baruch wrote every word. Scroll after scroll, judgment, warnings, hope. Baruch wrote it all down as Babylon's shadow crept closer. Then Jeremiah told him, "Take this scroll and read it in the temple." Baruch stood before the people, the priests, the officials, the guards, and he read God's word out loud. People listened. They were shaken. Word reached the king, Jehoiakim. The scroll was brought to the palace. They read it before the king. But the king wasn't shaken. He was offended. He took a knife, and as the scroll was read, he cut it line by line and threw it into the fire. God's word burned, but not forgotten. Jeremiah went into hiding, and once again God spoke. He said, "Write it all again, and more." And Baruch did. No complaints. No fame, just obedience. Later, his life would be threatened. People hated the truth. They wanted comfort, not correction. Even Baruch felt the weight of it. He cried out to God, "Woe to me! The Lord has added sorrow to my pain." But God responded, "Do not seek great things for yourself, but I will give you your life as a prize of war." Jeremiah 45:5. Baruch never saw revival. He never stood on a stage. But because of him, we have the words of Jeremiah. Because of his faithfulness, God's message lived on, past fire, past kings, past exile. Baruch's story is quiet, but eternal. He reminds us, you don't need a spotlight to make an eternal impact. Sometimes the greatest warriors fight with a pen, and the ones no one sees carry the words that can shake nations.